opinions. They have programming. Question everything.
Hey guys and gals, welcome to Reaction Gap. Today we're going to talk about a side hustle to pay off your mortgage sooner. A side job or a way for you to get out of debt sooner, closer to your retirement goals, and closer to financial freedom. So, what happens? You decide to work from home or get a second job. Which one wins, right? So let me ask you a question. If I offered you two choices, option one, I hand you $1,500 every month, an extra $1,500. Option two, I erase 10 years from your mortgage. Which one would you take? Here's the twist. They're actually the same thing. Most people don't realize that an extra $1,500 per month can change the future of their mortgage. But here's where people get stuck. How do you actually make that extra money? Do you start a business from your kitchen table? Do you become the next YouTube millionaire? Do you drive for Uber? Do you deliver pizza? Work weekends at, I don't know, BJ's, Costco? Or maybe, just maybe, there's a smarter strategy that nobody's talking about. So today we're going to, I guess, settle the debate. Working from home versus getting a second job. Let's start with that. Which one pays off your mortgage faster? Right? Which one builds wealth? And which one quietly steals your life? So, welcome to Reaction Gap. This is where, things happen first and the reactions come later, right? So, the mortgage trap, right? I've spent over 2 decades in the mortgage industry, but over 30 years dealing with consumers and financial contracts. I helped thousands of people buy homes. And I've always noticed something. Almost everyone celebrated getting approved, right? But very few celebrate paying off their loan. Banks, they love that. Think about it. Imagine you're buying a $500,000 home. By the time interest is finished, you've paid close to $1 million. You bought one house, but paid for two. That's the part nobody puts into a billboard. Banks advertise affordability, monthly payments. And not just in this business, in the automotive industry as well. So anything that's a big ticket item, generally it's purchase of a home, purchase of a vehicle, vacations. I mean, college is definitely up there too, but they never really advertise the cost. Because if they did, people would think differently. Now, I mean, don't misunderstand me. I'm not anti-mortgage. That's the business I'm in. Mortgages build wealth, but paying unnecessary interest, that's like voluntarily tipping the bank every month. I rather tip my barber. So I'm going to share a personal story. I remember a client years ago. He wasn't wealthy by all means. He didn't inherit money. He didn't win the lottery. He simply did one thing different. He worked Saturday mornings at Home Depot. So every paycheck, every single dollar went directly towards the principal of his mortgage, the balance. You know, people would obviously have something to say. I'm sure his friends laughed at him, right? You know, they would say something like, hey, you're wasting your weekends. But fast forward 8 years, 8, 9 years, his mortgage was gone. Meanwhile, everyone else still making payments. So who was laughing then, right? So here are the options. One, you work from home. I get asked all the time, what can I do from home? Honestly, there are more opportunities today than at any point in history, right? AI, the internet, it's completely changed the game, changed the options. And let's talk about a few of them. So, a freelance AI services. Companies need help writing emails, creating presentations, building websites, managing social media platforms. Most small businesses don't even know where to start. If you can learn Chat GTP or Claude or any of these others really well, you already have a marketable skill. Another one, YouTube, the platform we're on. You don't even have to appear on camera anymore. I mean, some people prefer to, like me. People make money with podcasting, sports, finance, history, travel, money, reviewing movies, or motivational faceless channels. Some channels, with time, they generate thousands each month. It's not overnight. It's not get rich quick type scheme because everybody would be doing it. At least you have to be in it to eventually see the results, but consistently. Another one is digital products, templates, spreadsheets, mortgage calculators, budget planners, um, real estate guides. One product selling thousands of times. That's leverage. Mortgage referral business. If you're already in real estate, you know people that are buying homes, they know contractors, financial planners, attorneys. You're sitting on opportunities. I mean, let's be honest. Working from home sounds amazing until your dog needs attention. Your kids want snacks, especially during the summer if you have younger kids in their home. Your spouse says something like, "Hey, honey, since you're home, why don't you take out the trash, take out the garbage?" Suddenly, your home office feels like daycare. So that's something to consider. Another option is a second job. Um, like I mentioned, the Home Depot weekend warrior, right? Now let's defend that, the second job, because people love to hate them. But here's something successful people understand: temporary sacrifice creates permanent freedom. You do not get if you do not ask, is something I always say to friends, coworkers, family, my kids. You do not get if you do not ask. Okay? Working nights isn't glamorous. They have different shifts. It's like the day shift, the later shift, and then the overnight shift. There's certain parameters to that, right? Neither is working weekends, right? We work so hard. At one point, I worked 15-hour days. But neither is making mortgage payments until you're 65. So some of the options, some of these side gigs are Uber, Lyft, driving. It's flexible, and most people they make immediate cash. It's great for weekends. You can work for Costco or Home Depot or one of these big retailers. Um, they have excellent pay benefits, steady schedules. You can work for Starbucks, get free coffee. Well, it might be worth half your paycheck. Bartending, tips, cash. I mean, we all have either that passion or the knowledge or ability to do something other than what we are currently doing. And I'm asking you to tap into that mentally and see what that is. Dig deep. So, bartending, it could be Friday and Saturday nights, cash tips, bartending. Very, very strong income. Delivery driver, I mentioned that before with Uber or pizza or Amazon. Amazon's huge now. You can use your own car, and they give you predetermined routes, and you know this in advance, and you're taking those time slots. That's awesome. You know, DoorDash, Instacart, FedEx. I think FedEx and UPS is more seasonal holidays, but that works, especially if you're looking for extra income during those busy times, which is from just before Thanksgiving till New Year's and after New Year's, right? It's a reliable demand. Take advantage of that because money saved is money earned. I know a UPS driver who used every Christmas overtime check to pay towards his principal. I know others who take their tax refund money and rather than spend it, I mean, or go on vacation. Listen, going on vacation is great. You need bonding time and family time and relax time, right? Um, but you can send that towards your principal. There's mortgage calculators that can determine if you pay a certain amount, whether it's $10 or 100 or 1,000 or more. If you do that consistently, how fast can you pay your mortgage? What a lot of people do is biweekly payments because let's face it, these days your paycheck may be on a biweekly schedule anyway. So the same way that you contribute towards a retirement or 401k plan, maybe you can allot a certain amount that goes on a biweekly payment plus a little extra towards your principal. And what's happening there is that biweekly payments comes out to 26 total weeks. It's 52 weeks in a year divided by 2, 26 weeks. So on a biweekly schedule, you're actually making one extra payment in the year towards your mortgage. So that has an impact of a few years on your mortgage that you're cutting off. So there's different options, right? So the hybrid strategy. Here's what I think most people get wrong. They ask, which one should I choose? I don't think it's the right question, but the better question is, when should I choose each one? Here's what I would do if I was starting from scratch today. Step one, get a second job immediately. Not tomorrow, immediately. Why? Because like cash, that extra cash starts flowing next week or next pay period. Step two, take part of that income and invest it into learning a work from home skill. See where I'm going with this? Maybe video editing, maybe AI consulting, social media, online bookkeeping, YouTube, where we are now, maybe graphic design. There are websites like a Fiverr and others where you can eventually do some graphic design. It's like an on-call scenario, right? When a major company needs an extra person, right? So your side business replaces the second job when life changes, instead of working two jobs forever. You build an income stream that grows without trading every hour for a paycheck. So most people, they react emotionally. I don't want another job. I don't want to work weekends. I demand free time. Maybe you do. But what if sacrificing 2 years gave you 20 years of freedom? That's the reality. Most people optimize for comfort today when they're younger, when they're healthier, when they actually have more free time. But successful people, they optimize for freedom tomorrow. So here are my final thoughts. I'm going to leave you with this. If your mortgage disappeared tomorrow, what would change? Think of this. Close your eyes and think of this. If your mortgage disappeared tomorrow, what would change? Would you travel more? Retire earlier? Help your kids? Start a business? Sleep better? Less stress? Better sleep, I guess? Most people think paying off a mortgage isn't about money. And most people think it is about money. It's really about options. Financial freedom isn't having the nicest house, it's having choices. So I feel like this topic is something that probably hits home more than other subjects that I covered on YouTube, because I strongly believe in it. Because you can designate that change starting with a thought in your mind to create financial freedom for yourself now, not tomorrow. Start as soon as possible. So I want to hear your comments, and here's a scenario for you. If someone offered you an extra $1,500 to $2,000 a month, what would you do? Would you pay down your mortgage? Would you invest it? Would you save it? Would you just travel? Or would you spend it before payday? Be honest. Drop your remarks in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, hit that like button, subscribe to Reaction Gap, and share this with someone who's tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And quite frankly, they complain about it because someone that is unhappy tells everyone. But happy people, generally you don't hear much from them. So remember, as we always say, here's the motto: question everything, question often, challenge assumptions, build wealth intentionally. You choose to build wealth. Because here, reactions, they happen first, or reality happens first, and the reactions, what we're doing, they come later. For those of you who made it to the end of this episode, I know it was a little longer, because like I said, I think I believe in it, and I want you to believe in it. So thank you for making it to the end. I'll include a few videos at the end of this that are relative to this subject that can help as well. Like, subscribe, anything you can help to help the channel grow. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Question everything.